Market update on the 26th. So after hours, we are barely down after Meta missed big. I mean, they beat their revenue, but they missed on their EPS, and so it's down $20 after hours, which is it's down like 15% after hours. So big time miss as far, I mean, not a big time miss, but a big time dip in the stock. But the SPY is not even reacting hardly at all. So you got to wonder what's going to happen with Apple and Amazon tomorrow. Are they going to keep on? Are they going to be able to shake up the market? Are they going to beat their earnings? You know, if they miss, what's going to happen? But I think there's a lot of big things on the horizon that are just overshadowing the earnings, and that is midterms slash FOMC meeting next week. And so I think that's why we're not getting any big reactions out of these moves. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of what it seems like to me, because the market is super weird right now. And so let's get to the chart. I have this as completion of the A wave, considering it went all the way up to 387.59. That was my original target for the whole move to 390. We got there for this move, and I think that there's a chance that this is just the A wave. It could be the second wave, but I think it could be the A wave too. And if you look on the daily time frame, just to see where we're at, we did break above the 50-day moving average. The 200 is way up here, and we're above the 20. We've been going back and forth above the 20 the whole time, but we've been under the 50 for a while, so we couldn't finish above it. And that will be interesting to see how that plays out going forward on the daily time frame. Of course, the 200-day moving average, if we do hit our target of 410, that would probably come into play. And maybe over here, we'd probably end up coming down to like 405 or 400 maybe, something like that. On the weekly time frame, we are above the 200 and very close to the 20. So the 20 on the weekly and the 20 on the 50 on the daily are what we couldn't get above today. So just a few observations. Just want to look at the moving averages sometimes too. But getting into the actual chart now, I see this as finishing of the A wave, kind of what I talked about in the last video. And then this looks like an A wave as well. It's not impulsive. You go down to the 1 minute time frame. B wave, and then we get a move right here. Doesn't break outside, so I see it as ABC. And then this is either completed B wave, or this is A, B, and we get a C wave up here for the overall B wave. Kind of leaning that way, but it could just be A, B, C, A, B right here. And then we get a C wave down. The targets for the C wave are, my main target is going to be the 1.61 fib at 378. So right in this area will be my target. Next target, I have them all lined up. The 0.38 fib is at 372, and then 367 and 363. But going by this wave, it looks like the next target would be 378, and then we would either go higher to our target of like 400, or we would bounce to, let's say if we go from here to 378, say we bounce to 381. If that were the case, we'd be looking at only, actually it hits the 0.38 fib perfectly at 372. So either way, it doesn't really matter. This is the 0.23, this is the 0.38 fib. I would say if we come down here tomorrow, it's probably more likely that this B wave will take a little bit longer. Probably finish this sometime tomorrow morning, maybe going into Apple earnings. Probably going to finish it in the morning, to be honest. And then bounce to maybe 381, 382, and then come back down here to 372. So if we zoom out, that would be the 0.38 fib of this whole move, which is pretty normal for a And then look at this, we have a lot of support in that area too. So I would say it'd probably finish around in that area. Let's see. And let's say we do come down to the 0.38 fib. Then I would be looking for 372 minus 348, 24 points higher, potentially going all the way to 411. 411 is, if we went to 411, we'd probably touch this. And so I could see that happening by November OPEX, maybe before November OPEX actually. So something like this. What is the 1.61 fib of where we went today? Right around there. So we'd be a little bit short of it. So remember, this is the long-term trend line that we've touched like pretty much the whole way through. So that could still be a second wave, then we go lower. Anyway, let's go to the dollar. Dollar still looking for about 109.20. This could be the overall fourth wave, but probably not. It's probably going to be ABCA. Same thing as SPY, bounce, and then probably go lower. If we go out to the monthly time frame, we can look. If we did top here, the most likely targets are going to be 108.15 for the 0.23 fib or 104.27. So I would look for a bounce in the dollar at 109.20 and then another move lower after that. So ABCA, bounce B, lower C. The yields, probably the same thing. The 0.23 fib on this whole move is 2.8%, and there's a lot of support there. If we break this, probably going to go to 2.35%. And last thing to look at is the VIX. VIX went lower than my target of 28, and now I think that the targets could potentially be, like I went in the last video, talked about in the last video, there's a good chance that just like the dollar, this could be ABCA, bounce, and go lower is the most likely scenario in my opinion. And then we'd go higher after that. So there's a chance we just melt up through the rest of the year. We'll have to see, but it's very possible. Anyway, that's pretty much it for tonight. You looked at the heat map here. Obviously, the day was manipulated pretty bad. We had big tech just getting destroyed, yet we were pretty much barely down. And after hours, Meta, misses, and they're down 15%, and we're still up overall on SPY. So that's pretty much it. I'll leave the key takeaways in the description. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you trading this? Like, how are you playing this? I played this with SQQQ. I made some money. I didn't make a ton of money because we didn't really dip that much. I think I bought at 386, sold in 382s. So that's pretty much how I played it today. I didn't really feel like trading options, to be honest. This whole week I haven't really felt like trading options. It's been kind of a weird week and choppy, and I don't really like the melt ups when you don't know where they're going. I don't have any idea when it's going to stop. So for me, SQQQ was pretty good today. If we get a dip down to 372 to 377, I'll look to buy some TQQQ and hopefully ride that all the way up here for a C wave. So that's it. I'll talk with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll do a video during the day. Have a good one.